Yo, what is going on, fam? It's your boy Zach, and today I'm going to teach you how to handstand. First thing you should focus on when training for the handstand is going to be your mobility. Now, I'm not going to get into that too deep, but you definitely want to have good mobility throughout your upper body. So I have a video of my full mobility and warm-up routine, so check that out and then come back to this video. When it comes to building strength for the handstand, what you want to focus on is shoulder strength, and as well as your core strength. So there's two ways we're going to focus on building strength within our shoulders, and that is going to be dynamic movements as well as static movements. So we're going to get started with the dynamic movements I recommend. That is going to be the pike press. So when you're first starting to do the pike press, what you want to focus on is bringing your feet closer to your hands. So the closer your feet are relative to your hands, the harder the movement's going to be. Now, if you're not strong enough to do it like this, just slide your feet back and it'll make it a little bit more easier for you. But once you can progress this and you can do 8 to 12 reps, you're ready to move on to the next progression. That is the elevated pike press. So the same thing applies here. I recommend you be able to do at least 8 to 12 reps and then move forward into the handstand press. So from here you should be able to do a couple handstand press, and I recommend you build this movement up to at least 6 to 8 reps. Alright, then another way of training for strength within our shoulders, like I mentioned before, is static. So our isometric holds. So what we're going to do is find a wall or a tree in my case, and we're going to do handstand holds. Now with this, I recommend you have your torso facing the tree or the wall. What this is going to allow you to do is stay in a greater position or in a straighter line. And then another exercise you can do is shoulder taps. Now this is also a static as well as a dynamic movement put together, and it's great for building shoulder strength. Now another thing you want to focus on is your core strength. So I'm not going to cover that too much in this video, but I have tons of ab workouts on the channel I highly recommend you check out. Okay, so the third thing that I want to talk to you guys about is technique. And this is one thing that's really helped my handstand and my training for the handstand, and I call this the stack method. So what you want to do is start out with your hands out in front of you, and then from here what you want to do is focus on stacking your torso or your upper body over your hands. And then from there you're going to stack your legs on top of your torso. So by doing this, you're not creating too much momentum to throw you forward, but just enough and the right amount to get you in that handstand position. Then another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is your hand placement and the way that you position your hands for a handstand. So a lot of people start off with their hands flat. Now this is a mistake. What you want to do is spread your fingers out and really squeeze the ground. What this is going to allow you to do is balance yourself. So when you're in a handstand, you're using your shoulder strength as well as your core to balance, but also your finger strength. So if you start to lean forward, you can just press with your fingertips, and that'll send you back to the middle. And if you're falling backwards, you can press with your palm, and this is going to send you forward to get back into that middle position. So I recommend focusing on spreading out your fingertips as wide as possible and really squeezing the ground and balancing using your fingers. The last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is training and how often should you train the handstand. Now what I'd recommend is you practice the handstand at least every day, especially if you're trying to get good at it. But if you're going to train for the handstand, I recommend 2 to 3 times per week. And by training I mean focusing on the pike push-ups as well as the static holds. But if you want to practice the handstands, you can practice every single day and just get comfortable with it. So the more you do it, the easier it's going to be. But if you really want to focus on that strength building aspect, I recommend 2 to 3 times per week. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful. If it was, go ahead and comment down below and let me know how your handstand training is going. And also subscribe to the channel. I have more coming soon. Catch you guys later.